how do we buy, pay for, build new schools without property tax increases and balancing budgets? How do we pay for building new schools that we will need, assuming that both of you, either of you, will bring us thousands and thousands of more jobs, and that will bring us more people and more kids. So how do we spend money, and where does this money come from to build new schools in Hamilton County? Mr. Coppinger, you're first.
Thank you. Thank you, Jammer. One of the ways I hope that we do this is by increasing our revenues that we get from sales tax and other fees that are available to the county. One of the things I think, and I've supported from the very beginning, that we need to look at with our school system, and we need to work real closely with our school board. I hope I'm not divulging any information that they don't want out, but we have been meeting individually with our respective members in the school board. We need to take a serious look at being able to consolidate some of these schools that's got less population. I know sometimes that's not a popular stance to take, but the fact of the matter is that we have a lot of schools that are at 50% or less in occupancy. So we're operating a large number of schools. I think we got 73 buildings now at last count. If we're gonna add elementary schools like we need to be able to find some savings there, and there is some savings there. Don't misunderstand me. I don't think, and there's no school board member here that'll tell you, there will never be enough money for education. There's always going to want to be additional things that they want to fund. But what we have to do as responsible people on the county commission, we do it each and every year, is determine what that amount of money is, okay? Having said that, understand that the state law provides, and a lot of people don't realize this, but for example, we budgeted $372 million that's going to our schools. We're about at 60% now of our budget that goes to our schools every year. Understand this, state law provides that we cannot, as a commission, we cannot reduce that amount. Only way we can, the only exception is the number of students reduced. The number of students are increasing in Hamilton County Public Schools. We're excited about that. We want to continue to see it increase. We want them in our public schools. Thank you very much.
It's getting late and we've been here a long time, but finally I want everybody to write down. We've come to a disagreement between Jim Coppinger and I say that in all due respect. Our budget is $638 million. We don't spend $372 million for schools out of our property tax and our sales tax. We spend about $179 million out of your taxes and your sales tax. The rest comes from the state and the federal government. So to say that I want to, or that Jim wants to increase that sales tax, folks, I am not in favor of any increase in the sales tax at all, not at all. So where we are is you have to remember that although the school, Tommy, gets $372 million, $179 million of that comes from your property taxes and your sales taxes. Now, I do agree with certain of the concepts about the consolidation, but we also have other ideas. I've had some discussions with school board members myself about payment in lieu of taxes and escrowing that money. Let me give you a factor that Chairman Skillern taught my wife and I about a year ago one night in about 15 minutes. Do you realize that we have schools that operate with such poor energy efficiency that we can build a new school under today's energy efficient designs and pay for that school in utility savings in 20 years? And folks, the money's there. That's bold thinking on his behalf. We have to consider these things. The payment in lieu of taxes, and I'm not suggesting to the Board of Education what they should do, but we need to look at every alternative to finance the new schools and to make them energy efficient so that they can pay for themselves. Everything must be on the table. We must take a bold look, and we must work closely and in cooperation with humility and respect for the school board to come to these conclusions.
Thank you, Jim. Point of clarification, I never ever said in my comment about increasing sales tax. What I said was is hopefully as the economy gets better, the sales tax will increase in this county. And hopefully as other businesses come here, it's going to generate additional income, additional revenue as a result of the growth and as a result of jobs that are created and people spending more here. Never once did I mention the fact that I thought we needed to increase sales tax. I do not support that. Thank you very much.
Jim raised an important point on budgeting. Do you realize that our budget grows about 3.5% or 4% a year just by new homes being built, new buildings being built, increase in sales taxes? Did you realize that? Folks, all that money is coming in, and if we don't manage it, if we don't manage it properly, then we're just wasting that amount of money. So I think there are lots of answers out there. We've got people that have been here a long time, Dr. Hill, that have great experience and understand how to do things, yet we have the young and the new and the enthusiastic who are demanding change and are working with those experienced people. And we can do these things. All we need is bold leadership, a commitment, and you to volunteer to help us get there and build a better community.
All right, thank you.